Tonight, from Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The New England Patriots taking on the San Francisco 49ers.
From the area known as Patriot Place, EA Sports set for football at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Tonight, it's a preseason matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the New England Patriots. This will make it into the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick in the 2019 draft from Oklahoma. It's Kyler Murray.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator say right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Murray. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Now Murray off play action. He's going to look deep down the field. He's got a man complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A first down and then some. 36 yards. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
The tackle by Quan Alexander. It's a pickup of 6.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Austin Eckler.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
So they'll likely get a few more drives before we see the second team, but a good start for the first unit with 3 points.
Yeah, good start, and now they want to see them build on it because you're exactly right. They'll get a few more drives at this stage of the preseason. Can they continue to evolve and add to what we just saw in the first drive?
Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. On the tackle, it was the West Virginia man, Kaiser White.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
And the 49er first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
He was taken down.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh? So now here in the second week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle? No mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
Intended for Jordan Reed. Incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him back.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Scotty Miller, 95 yards. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Pettis once again the target, but it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now Mostert. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there and a first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
2nd and 10.
On second down, Mostert. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun. Walker looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. They'll try it now with Mostert. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9, Walker. And he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots' 15-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown.
San Francisco.
A 15-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Now Kyler Murray ready to get back under center. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball through.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
At the 43-yard line.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. New England on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
Here's Murray from midfield. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Joseph. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
1st and 10.
Murray going to throw. On the screen, this is Eckler. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Rohrwasser's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
Raheem Mostert and the Niner offense getting the football back. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space. And just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with a run so far. And down he'll go at the 25. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. From the gun, Walker. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah,
right?
a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting off field and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. From the gun, Murray. That'll be taken in by Damiere Byrd. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
7-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Joseph. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Murray now on 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Damiere Byrd there to make the grab. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there, because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Rohrwasser to kick off for New England.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by... And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT.
Intercepted. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And he's taken down inside the 30. That'll be a New England first down and gain of 12. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. Rohrwasser's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
In our game, still a lot to keep an eye on. Guys battling, trying to make a ball club. We'll send it back to 2 guys already on our team. That's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
1st and 10. At their own 23-yard line.
Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Third quarter starts with a run from Mostert. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is Jones. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. They'll keep it on the ground with McCoy this time. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Third down.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. So coming up empty here to start the third quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Escapes the defender. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
The pass. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it a second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Looking to throw. Hannah stepping up. He's going to keep it. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Right here.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
3 brings up 2nd and 7.
Operating from the gun. Hannah trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. I'm sure as a rookie, even though this is preseason, Charles, interceptions, you got to eat at you quite a bit.
They certainly do, but here's the problem that he's confronted with. He's not the high draft pick. He's not seen as the next guy. He's got to prove himself to everyone and get noticed. So maybe instead of taking the safer throw, you press it a little bit.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert, ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line.
23.
Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a 2-point conversion, because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he can get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more 2-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to, because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
So the Patriots coming out now. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating, because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7. Past the 30 to the 32.
32-yard line.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him. So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
brings up 2nd and 7.
They run the option on 2nd down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
To throw on 3rd down. Hannah forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. From the gun, Hannah over the middle here to Brown. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Patriots. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Hannah. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And he's taken down inside the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
He'll get this complete to his running back, Bowden. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Rohrwasser's kick is good. And that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Foxborough. For the 4th quarter, we'll begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Rohrwasser out to kick off, and he'll send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Tabu will look to pass. He got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Tamu. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now. It's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
San Francisco.
Now a 1st down carry here for McCoy. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers are back within a score. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. And it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for Sanders.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
Taken down.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Back to throw. Hannah. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down.
He's forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw. Hannah. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Now a pass taken in by the tight end Herndon. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 34-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. Here's Bowden. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 more on that one and another first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The pass.
A gain of 6 there on first. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
At the Niners.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Hannah. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Chris Herndon there to make the grab. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
Point conversion.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
No good. That keeps the score. Patriots.
So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
The 49ers.
Now Tabu. eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. His throw incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read a receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
He's going to let it fly. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
A gain of
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat. Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not in a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon